Good morning, Saturday morning, just after 7 o'clock, and that looks fantastic. Really happy with how that's come out. There's still this little section to do here, but the cultivator was in the way and I had to plough one so I couldn't move it. But check out that sky, absolutely brilliant. So another week coming up, hopefully. That area power harrowed, bits and pieces planted, all sorts of bits. See you in a bit. Good morning and welcome back to another week, and we're having fun with tyres again. So the valve tore off on this tyre, which was a little bit of an issue. So we've took it off. I'm just putting it back on. I didn't get a video with it off. The farmer had already taken it off by the time I got down here. So I carried it up the yard to where our tyre repair mechanic could get it, and he's put a lovely new shiny valve on it. There we go, lovely shiny valve for us there. So hopefully it'll stay up. A little bit of a mission to get back on because I couldn't get the telehandler square to it. So I was having to kind of try it. Well, you can see how tight the telehandler is there. And these tyres are heavy, very heavy. I can't lift that. I can just about flip it over if it's on the floor. Not very easily though, not with a rim in it neither. So I managed to get it on. I managed to get one thread that came through, got a knot on that, and then I was able to drop the telehandler away from it, kind of kick it on. And now just going around putting the bolts back in, and then we'll get it torqued up, and then it's good to go. Now this is the tractor that was on the mill, used to be on it, and we did have an issue with it overheating. I'm not really sure what's going on with it, because I did have the New Holland on the mill, rather than this is a Landini. So yeah. We'll see what kind of goes on with it. But I'm going to get them finished off and tightened up. And today's been just a day of sorting out stuff. Get a few bits and pieces up the yard, tidied up. They've just kind of... We had the bits of the barn arrive, so they were all on bits of wood. Well, now all those bits of barn have been used. All the bits of wood were there still, so we've just sorted all them out. A trailer full of bits of pipe that were up there from the drains being put in. So yeah, just a little bit of a tidied up, getting stuff. I will be milling tomorrow. I've got a trailer full of mill to do for down at Laxey tomorrow, so I'll get that done, and that is with the barley which has come in, not the stuff we've grown as well, because we've kind of ran out of our stuff. So yes, I'm gonna get this sorted, and I might see you later. See you in a bit. Morning, Tuesday now, and look at that. Isn't that looking better? So I've still not done the ends, pardon me, because what I'll do is I'll wait for this to have kind of died off, and I'll bring the ends in straight, because if not, I do run the risk of turning some of that green back up the right way down, right way up, which then allows it to carry on growing. So today I'm on with milling, so I'm just going down to get the tractor, which is currently still on the plough, so I'll get that disconnected. It is raining today, so we're back into not very nice weather, and I think it's forecast to get wetter later. There's a weather warning for coastal overtopping, so it might be getting windy. There's a risk of tonight's ferry being disrupted or cancelled, so who knows what the weather's actually doing. But so glad that I managed to get that ploughed. It is looking really nice. It's pretty straight as well, so I'm fairly impressed with that. So I've just got that triangle there to do, and then obviously the area where the veggies currently are needs turning over once we're finished harvesting off there. There'd be no point doing it beforehand. So, and then what I'll probably do is just put a cover crop in on there, which will allow us to get some green nutrients back in, and then that area will be pumpkins, I guess, next year. I don't know. I have to work that one out. I've not thought that far yet. So yeah, gonna get on with some milling. I just got mud all up my knee. Get that all sorted, and done. So that's just another load of barley and beans, and this might be our next to last load that is getting done. We've not got an awful lot left. Well, this is some barley which we've had brought in, which we're using, but there's not going to be an awful lot more needed because it's getting to that time of year. So I think the farmer said that there's maybe one, if not 1.5 loads more to do. So we're really getting towards the end of it, which then gives me a bit more time. I do need to get up to the Ramsey Forest project. Oh yes. And get some work done on that. Got lots to do up there, so that's brilliant. Sorry, the excitement there was that the top link's loose, because I was worried, because I'd sucked it in, that it might be too short and I might not have been able to slacken it, but I can't. It's slack, so I just need to get the leg down, the leg that I keep forgetting to lift up, put the leg down, then get it all unhooked. But yeah, so the Ramsey Forest project, I do need to get up there and get some get the job done. That's of dire urgency, really. And then, yeah, from there, we'll see where we're at. See you in a bit. Well, I think that is the fastest this has ever come off. That took about 2 minutes. Bottom links are off, top link off, leg down, plough off the back. So now to get up to the mill, get that hooked on to the drawbar and the PTO. So that's the drawbar down at the bottom there, PTO there. It has got a guard off because the mower we use, the top cardinal joint which goes onto the PTO doesn't fit inside the guard, so that guard will be going back on before I'm milling, and then we'll get everything in order. Don't need the hydraulics open, don't want any dust in any of them. So yeah, right, up to the top. Just seen me loading the mixer. I'm just almost ready to unload the second part of it. It's just finishing now. That's another 6.5 ton in there, which will make close to 13 ton in the trailer when it's done. This barley is weighing light, I think. No, heavy. Yes, weighing heavy. So it's heavier than the stuff we've got, which means it's a little bit smaller. So we're just kind of like topping out. It's just at 6.8 now. It's the mixer. So at that point, once we've got it full, the trailer will probably weigh more than it normally does for its volume, but that's absolutely fine. It's within what we can do. So yeah, I'm gonna go get that unloaded, get my ear defenders back on, get this mask on because it's dust, it's horrible. Thankfully, most of it's blowing straight out through the side of the barn. See you in a bit. So, total change of work at the moment. Just trying to undo the drain bung on this gearbox on the Landini to drop the oil out of it. So this is the one that I was doing the tyre on. Said tyre next to me. So I'm just going to try and get this nut undone. Don't know if I can rest you anywhere. Will it stay or will it fall? No, I don't think I can rest you anywhere because I think it's going to fall. No, sorry, can't get you resting anywhere. I'll have to turn you off. There we go, no armors, oil bung out, filling that tub. Yeah, this has got it's a magnetic drain bung. You just see little bits of iron on the bottom, so that keeps it out of all the mechanism. Let's try and sit back up. Right, just going to let that go for a bit, and then hopefully it's not going to fill the tub. Apparently there's 15 gallons in there, so my maths is pretty shocking. But I'm pretty sure that that tub is bigger, because obviously it's 5 litres to a gallon. So that tub should be bigger. The tub's pretty big. Now that is a mineral lick tub. So there's 3 drain bungs on this, which one's just there, one's there, and one's on the bottom of that bit, just there. So I thought I'll do the higher ones first. Just make sure not that much comes out. To be honest, that seems to be slowing down now anyway. So yeah. Really funnily, I've just been talking to someone who's like, oh, I love your videos. There's a couple of lads working down here for someone. So yeah, I'm kind of getting recognised now. That's really weird. Yeah, all in all, I've just about to go ahead and weigh that trailer as well. I thought I'd just get this going first. Get the trailer weighed, get back, and then I've got a job to do down here before I have to disappear for the end of the day. So busy day. So I'm going to carry on, crack on, see if I can get the other drain bung into the same tub, and then we can actually speed it up a bit. So yeah, it's really a bit mucky as the camera, so I'll have to clean it. See you later. Well, after a flat tyre yesterday on the way home, today has started great. It is raining and I was just out mowing and something seems to have fallen off. So I've got a handful of bearings and the wheel bearing's just gone. So luckily you can replace the bearing separate to the wheel, so I don't need to replace the whole wheel. And they've got one in on the island. So I'm gonna head and go get one of them and then put it back together. Hopefully, all at once. See you in a bit. Right, just out of Motors and Mowers in Kirk Michael. Got my bearings, got 2 of them. There is 2, there's 2 on each side, but the inner bearing looks good, so I might keep one as a spare because the other side might go. The only trouble is, that's now taken me 20 minutes to get here and do that. I've now got 20 minutes back. Joys of breakdowns. See them. So here we are, broken bit. And the bits which have come out of it, obviously. The advantage of battery mowers is you can chuck them on the side. So I have got, as you've just seen, the new bearings. I'm going to leave the back bearing in because it feels okay. And that's going to be a bit of a pig to get out, which will give me a spare. So I just need to get that off. Also, the advantage of carrying basically every tool with me. I always have it. Most of the stuff that I need. So that's going to be probably a 13. Yes. Ooh, don't want to drop that. Done that before. So just take that nut off, and then this is the inner race of the bearings. You can't see me. I need to crouch down. So that bit there. Inner race, spacer. Now, to work out putting the new bearing in here. Might be able to just slot it on. And just push this one in. Might also not be able to do that. Ooh, it's going in. Perfect. Ta-da! Right. I'm going to see if I've got a little washer. Because I do have all sorts of stuff just sat in here. Don't think that one will fit, will it? Got some big washers as well, seemingly. Oh great, chainsaw starts up next to us. No, I don't. Not with me, but what I will do is I'll leave the cover off and I'll put a washer on that, because that's just going to help protect the bearing a bit more. So, ta-da, done. Right, nut back on. I'll leave the cover off, as I say, so I can put a washer on that. I'll definitely have a washer at home. So, now to go back to mowing, which is like nearly an hour after the initial breakdown. All the fun. Right, get all this packed away, get back mowing, see you in a bit. So, you couldn't write this. I've just replaced the bearing in that wheel, and the one's just gone in this wheel. Luckily, it looks like it's the same size. So, thankfully I managed to get everything cut because it hasn't quite fallen off. It's just almost fallen off. Yeah, so I'll get that changed. And it's a bit warm, really muggy today, really close. So not looking forward to summer. Might have to get the drive sorted on this because the drive broke about 2 years since. I've got the cable, I've just never got around to changing it because I don't normally use it. So hopefully that'll give me a bit less sweat when I get that sorted. But grass is cut. It's kind of stopped raining for now. A lot later than I intended, 12:30. I know I finished here at 11 o'clock. So yeah, that definitely took a lot longer. So yeah, better get sorted. See ya. Well, this is definitely less than ideal because yesterday I had 2 polytunnels. So obviously last night in the winds, one of them has disappeared and this one's also moved off the row. So they obviously had a bit of a battering last night. This is the one that had the huge pegs in it, so I'm guessing that was enough to keep it in place. What a nightmare. So yeah, polytunnel is still there, other one's gone, and it's not in the ditch, so I don't know where that's gone. I believe it was westerlies, so it should have gone that way somewhere. I'll have a look around the field. It might be in the ditch on the other side. So it's definitely not on the road. But just trying to get this veg box, which I should have done yesterday, done. But I ended up tied up in a bit of stuff yesterday. So was running a little late. So I'm getting it done now. I'm also running a little late today, which is no surprise because everything always takes longer. Just planted a load of stuff in the polytunnel. So that's really cool. I can't wait for that all to kind of come and start sprouting. So that's... I think we've got about 150 cells planted up now of various different things, lettuce, chard, purple sprouting broccoli, all sorts of stuff. Oh, one of the hoops is there. I've just spotted there's one hoop there. So I'll see if I can find the rest. But yeah, so we've got bits and pieces growing in there. The black kale is on its end here. That's just starting to go to flower. I don't know if you can see that just there. Little yellow flowers on the top of it. But the lettuces are looking good. So I'm going to go harvest some of them and get on with it before it gets too late. So, see you in a bit. Hello and welcome back. It is Thursday and the weather is not very nice at all. Just trying to kind of get an area cleared up down here. It keeps raining in through the telehandler door, so it's not nice. So yeah, this area here we're clearing out, which is just in front of one of the barns you've just seen. So this is one of the grain sheds. We're clearing this out because it had a load of rubble on it that we'd acquired over years, and we're putting it in a gateway. The gateway is actually, if you can see the digger, just down that way. So we've got a contractor in helping us, Rory, and he's got one of his lads down here, Harry, who he's one of the guys that was saying that was like, oh, watch your videos. So that's quite cool. So he's got the unfortunate short straw of sitting on the dumper truck without a cab in this glorious weather. So yeah, we're just kind of getting this sorted. That'll give us well, that trailer that's there will then go down that end where we're doing the gateway through, which will be far easier, and all the rest of us trailers, because I do not like the trailers being sat on the drive, which they have been in past years, because I think it looks untidy and it makes it awkward for cutting the grass. So I like the drive to be nice and clean and cut and mown. So we'll get these trailers down there, out of the back, out of the way, and then they're good to go. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with this. I'm not going to be videoing out there because, like I say, he's lashing it down, still in shorts. I did contemplate putting trousers on this morning, but to be honest, I was running so short a time, didn't get a chance. So yeah, I'm going to crack on. I'll see you later. Good afternoon, Friday, and I've just come down to do a little bit of harvesting. I'll see if I can open the door without scaring them off. That doesn't help. I don't know if you can see. Oh, they just all took off. They all moved too fast. How's the wind? So, loads of starlings. They've all just gone into the trees over there. There was just like a massive crowd of them. Do I need to be further that way? I could do to be further that way, so I'll move down in a minute. Yeah, massive crowd of them. They just seem to be... I'm sure that it's cold out there. Wandering along, obviously scoffing something, but I don't know what. So yeah, this week, obviously end of Friday now. So wow, it's been a bit of a mad one, really. Lots on. Weather today's not been too bad. It was raining all through last night. Obviously yesterday it was abysmal weather, which is just not nice. So at which point that area still needs to be power harrowed, but if I took the tractor on there now, I would undo any work that I've done, and anything which I did to kind of like improve the quality of the soil or anything like that would be done. This area is just getting itself kind of like died off as it's turned over. That's looking really nice, but again, I don't want to touch anything with that, but I don't need to yet. That can still wait another couple of weeks. The one that I do need to do is this one, so I can at least get some veggies planted, you know. But I did get a load of stuff in at home in the polytunnel, so that's nice. Good to get that kind of underway, and some stuff coming. And the radicchio had come up when I went in after accidentally leaving the sprinkler on all yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? One of the days. Left the sprinkler on all day. Thankfully, it is just like a mister, so it didn't seem to have done too much damage. Obviously, everything had a very good drink. And it won't use too much water, don't worry. And the reservoir's full, so we don't need to worry too much about water at the moment. Veggie-wise, we're still kind of like on the cusp of not having really much to send out. The lettuces are doing a lot better. They've been growing on, but we are forecast a frost tonight, so that's going to knock them back again. You just can't win. There is still a chance of wintry weather. You know, we're not out of it yet. We have had some significant wintry weather within the next kind of 2 weeks in past years. So yeah, there's still a chance for that. Obviously, as much as I love wintry weather, I don't really want any of that. It's not going to help me along on my mission this year to try and get things done. Yeah, Sunday is the equilux. It's the spring equilux. So that is when nighttime and daytime are the same length. Or when daytime's longer than nighttime, because for obviously now nighttime's been the longest, so that is really the kind of like the turning point on daytime and hopefully temperatures and sunlight and growing things and photosynthesis and all that lot. So with that, I'm going to harvest some veggies. You've seen that a couple hundred times, so you don't really need to see any of that. So I'm going to say a huge thank you and goodbye to you. Oops, just managed to press the button and stop it recording. So as I was saying, yeah, thank you to like, subscribe and follows. You're doing really well. TikTok has had an amazing thing this week with one of my videos with over 11 and well, this morning it was at 11,500 views. I've not checked it since then. That was all about me being slightly disappointed at the price of some parsnips, which are being sold at the supermarket on the island, the big supermarket, the big international supermarket. Well, I say international because they've got it in the UK here. They might have it elsewhere. But 63p for 500 grams of parsnips it's a totally unsustainable price. But that's a conversation for another video, because I've spoken too much. I've done too much. and half of you are not going to get this far anyway. So thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the spring equilux, and yeah, see you later.